have a question to ask. What happens when a senior police commander stops being the law and starts working with suspected crime syndicates? In today's video, we uncover the shocking allegations facing one of South Africa's most controversial law enforcement figures, a story of power, privilege, and possible corruption at the heart of a major metropolitan police force. Julius Mkhwanazi was a brigadier in the Irregular Metropolitan Police Department, also known as EMPD, rising to become deputy chief and acting head of one of South Africa's largest municipal police forces. But his rise would later be clouded by explosive testimony at the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry into corruption in the criminal justice system. Stay with me. Now let's start. In November 2025, the city of Ekurhuleni officially suspended Mkhwanazi, citing serious allegations of misconduct, corruption, abuse of power, and interference with criminal cases sourced from evidence presented at the Madlanga Commission.
I didn't install blue light. I didn't brand the cars. The cars, I didn't see them physically. They didn't come to the city of Ekurhuleni. Even Mr. Christian didn't see those vehicles, you see. It was social media, and there was a document with it's a type document, but with a writing hand in terms of registration. And the article say Vusi Matlala's wife, Vusi what. By that time, I didn't know Vusi Matlala's wife and everything, you see.
City officials said the allegations were so grave that they warranted a full internal investigation separate from the commission's work, even as formal guilt had not been determined. One of the most explosive aspects of the case surrounds Vusimusi Matlala, a wealthy businessman and crime-accused figure. Mkhwanazi is alleged to have entered into irregular deals with Matlala's companies, especially Cat VIP Protection Services. Mkhwanazi signed memorandum. This is according to testimony. He signed a memorandum of understanding, giving Matlala's private security firms influence and access within the EMPD. Unlawful privileges were allegedly granted, including permission for his private vehicles to operate with blue lights normally reserved for official law enforcement vehicles.
By the city, I didn't fit any blue light. The city didn't fit any blue light.
IPRED and the municipality is lying.
No, the municipality didn't lie. The letter of municipality is very clear that the city didn't put any blue lights. You see, I was part of those processes. I didn't put the city didn't put blue lights. You see, I can assure you, you can go to our fleet, you can go to any document, and this is a public institution. Anything that you do, any procurement that you touch, those funds belong to public. That documentation that must prove that. We said, come on, go and check the processes and the procedures of the city. Go to procurement.
In some accounts, these vehicles even attended crime scenes as though they were official police units. The commission had that these memorandum may have been unauthorized or forged, raising serious questions about whether private interests had been disguised as police or public policing power. Perhaps the most disturbing testimony came from former EMPD insiders who described Mkhwanazi's unit as a kind of criminal syndicate within the metropolis. Witnesses said officials under his command refused to undergo vetting, and many allegedly had criminal records. Some were connected with serious crimes like robbery, murder, and extortion. Efforts to discipline or remove them were allegedly blocked by other city officials. These claims paint a picture of a police unit that operated with impunity, shielded by internal power and powerful connections. Mkhwanazi himself has denied much of the wrongdoing.
That story comes from within individuals that wanted to destroy somebody's name and deal with character assassination.
The commission, he claimed. Some documents attributed to him were forged or manipulated. His interaction with Matlala were about security assistance during a period of under-resourced policing, not corruption. He denied authorizing any blue light installations or branding on private vehicles. Meanwhile, testimony from internal witnesses suggests he was protected by senior officials in the municipality who resisted early disciplinary action. The Madlanga Commission continues to investigate. Its hearings are exposing alleged corruption in law enforcement and raising broader concerns about how private interest can infiltrate state institutions. City leadership says it will pursue internal disciplinary processes, while other investigations, like those by the Independent Police Investigative Directorate known as IPID, have already recommended charges for fraud and abuse related to some of these activities.
Ja, praat hulle met hom agter in die kar. So hulle was 3 in die kar.
So the person that now climbed, you can see from the head and the side profile that we know him it's Brigadier Mkhwanazi.
Okay.
So what does this story tell us? Can police officers act as public servants while tied to private power brokers? What happens when those entrusted with upholding law are accused of working with people suspected in criminal networks? Whether Mkhwanazi is ultimately convicted of wrongdoings or not, these hearings are forcing South Africans to confront uncomfortable questions about accountability, power, and corruption in the nation's institutions. And that brings us to the end of today's story. If you're new here and you care about real stories, real investigations, and real conversations about crime, fraud, and everything happening behind headlines, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back, family. I love you. Thank you for trusting True Crime with Nsuku Folktale. Your support keeps this channel growing. On this channel, we talk about crime, fraud, corruption, court cases, and the truth behind trending stories. We break it down clearly and respectfully. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read them and I respond. Until next time, stay aware, stay informed. This is True Crime with Nsuku Folktale. I'll see you in the next one.